And we are preparing to go live. Actually, we are already streaming live. This is DJ Kuya Eddie. I hope you are ready now with all your digital devices, your smartphones. Oh, by the way, if you have unlimited phone plan, you can listen to the audio only. 701-719-6240 being the audio being streamed by Zeno Radio in New York. So, but this is being streamed live on Zoom. So, marami tayong pag-uusapan ngayong gabi. Huwag kayong aalis, dyan lang kayo. Kuya Eddie, Internet Radio Show. Walang iba kung hindi si DJ Kuya Eddie. Streaming live at www.radiofilipinoamerica.com. At yung ating guest, hinihintay natin mag-check-in. Okay, we are almost there. So please don't go away. Wala kang sound. Ayan, meron na. Ibaba mo ng konti yung lead, mataas masyado. Kunti pa, kunti pa.
Oh.
Ayan, go.
Meron akong sound.
Yeah, meron.
Okay.
Sayawan na.
Kala ko meron kang guest.
Hinihintay ko nga eh.
Oh.
Zoom din. Hindi live. Zoom.
Zoom din.
Nasa Las Vegas eh.
Oh.
Maraming namimighati, ha?
Sino namimighati?
Ay, mga natalunan.
Ay! Talo tayo, talo.
Ay, hindi, ha? Hindi ako talo, ha? Neutral ako, eh.
Hindi, ako talo.
Talo ka.
Oo.
Ay, si Sendong.
Ano yan? Panalo. BBM yan.
BBM siya?
O, Ilocano eh.
Hindi ba siya naapektuhan ng martial law, no?
Kahit na ano, basta gusto daw niya yun.
Okay, we got 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes and we are waiting for our special guest from our Las Vegas. So, excuse me. Ang hirap pag ganitong talunan ng mga manok natin, eh, no? Lagi nasasabihin, oh my goodness. Pero alam mo, there's a lot of questions kasi yung 47% minensyon nila, eh.
Yep, pareho.
Nila, yeah.
I know, pati yung vice president, ganun din.
Mm-hmm.
Pero paano naman nila magaganon?
Nako, nag-schooling sila rito sa the same body na kan kay Trump. Nag-OJT sila.
Ang ano?
How to do it.
Ang
they're using the same machine. They use the same machine, Smartmatic. Same thing that they use here. You know?
O talaga? Yung mga ginagamit dito?
Yan, di ba Smartmatic? Yung BCM.
Pero nag-concede na ba si Robredo?
Live na tayo, naka-live tayo.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think we got 2 minutes.
Atid sa inyo ng Cal-HFA Homeowner Relief Corporation.
Dito'y malilig po. Salamat po sa pakikinig sa aking mga kanta sa Radio Pilipino Amerika. Sana po suporta po natin ang OPM. At meron po ang bagong single ngayon. Ang title po, Ako na Lang.
Ako na lang.
Dito si DJ Jeffrey.
Sige na. Ako na lang.
Alam mo yung yung incoming president ng Salinas, may anak pala yun na dating announcer sa radyo. Mismong radyo.
Yung alin? Tama?
Yung anak niya, anak ng incoming president, ang anak niya dating DJ sa radio station dito sa San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah. Tapos siya pa yung nag-ano rin siya sa American Idol. Kasi kumakanta, mahilig din kumanta eh. Tsaka yung mag-ano daw yung Padres. Yung kumakanta ng yeah, kaya sabi ko, di ako pagka ma-interview namin. Kaya sabi niya, bibigay niya sa akin yung information.
Okay, we'll get started.
Okay.
Magandang gabi. Magandang araw, magandang hapon, magandang tanghali, magandang umaga sa mga homeboys, sa mga homegirls, at sa lahat ng mga worldwide listeners ng Radyo Pilipino Amerika. Welcome again for another episode ng Dear DJ Kuya Eddie, radio show na hatid sa inyo ng pinakasikat, pinaka-popular na radio station dito sa California. Pero muntik na, malapit na sa buong Amerika. Dumarating sa inyong mga tahanan, sa inyong mga digital devices, sa inyong mga laptop, sa inyong mga smartphones. Tuwing Miyerkules, alas 6 hanggang alas 8 ng gabi. Pero kung minsan hindi kami umaabot ng alas 8 dahil yung probinsyano sa Pilipinas naman, Huwebes na doon, siguro alas 9 yata, alas 9 hanggang alas 11 ng tanghali, tamang-tama sa tanghalian. Kaya ito na naman po tayo, parami tayong pag-uusapan. Yung mga talunan, yung mga nanalo, naku, napakaraming mga posting sa internet. Ipinosting pa yung picture ng mga pera na naka-attach sa balota. Nakatingin.
Wow, yeah. Nasa news, yeah.
Pero hindi na 5,000, hindi na 4,000.
500 lang, ano?
400, dalawang tigto 200. Mayroon pa nga isa 50 pesos data.
Akala ko 500, yung iba 500 eh.
Yeah. Anyway, hindi pa mapapatunayan yan. Hindi natin alam kung fake news, kaya hindi natin matatanggap at face value. Pero maraming natutuwa, maraming masamang loob. Pero sabi nga nila, tanggapin tanggapin for another 6 years. Oh my God. Kaya ewan natin kung anong mangyayari. Anyway, welcome to the show. Habang hinihintay natin ang ating special guest at pag-uusapan ay Zenwave. What is Zenwave? Tatalakayan natin pag nakaharap na siya. Kasi baka may masabi akong hindi maganda at hindi tama. Makukorek na ako. Ayun. Kaya standby. Makinig lang kayo sa inyong smartphone. Kung gusto nyong makinig ng audio lamang, dial 701-719-6240. Direct dial po. Direct dial. At mapapakinggan nyo ang audio only na hatid naman ng Zeno Radio. Zeno Radio out of New York. Ini-stream ng Zeno Radio ang ating broadcast. Yan ang ating arrangement. Kaya audio only, tapos tayo audio only and video via Zoom. Ayun. Ang problema ko dito, pinaglalaroan ko na ilang araw na. Iyan, kung naririyan ka, ay hindi ko ma-connect. Kaya pagkatapos ng show, I will.
Meron ng ano.
Yeah. Okay, Dan Sanos is now has joined us. Is that out of Las Vegas, Dan? Are you in Las Vegas right now?
Kamusta po? I'm actually in LA. Thank you for having me, Kuya Eddie.
Oh.
All right, so Dan Sanos is our feature live call-in via Zoom guest, and is representing Zenwave. Ayan natin pag-uusapan. Isa sa mga brand new dito sa San Diego na money sending app, and he's gonna talk about it later on. But first of all, go ahead and say hello to your relatives and your friends and your whoever you want to talk to. I want to say hello to Dan. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that kind introduction. And thank you so much for the partnership opportunity. We're very excited to be working with Radio Filipino America. It's organizations and people like you that really work to uplift and empower the Filipino community. And those are the people that Sendwave wants to work for and work with. So I'm really excited to share a little bit about our product for the national city and the greater San Diego community. Yung app po namin, walang bayad magpadala sa Pilipinas. And tsaka hindi po yan gimmick, hindi po yan scam, hindi po promotion. Mission po namin talaga is to make sending money fee-free. We've been doing that for 7 years now. And last year, I was given the opportunity to launch our product for the Philippines. And the response has been great so far. We allow for transfers to GCash, to cash pickups, to bank accounts. We've worked with a lot of people in LA and Vegas, in many parts of the US, because they were active and licensed in every state. But now it's time that we bring the product to National City and to San Diego. So we're very excited to do that.
Oh, wow. Okay, we are lucky that you chose us to be your business partner. And it's just so happened that we met in person here at the studio. By the way, let me introduce my partner here. She is Flor Viloria. She is a CPA and retired IRS. Anyway, she is a regular co-host for me in the show. All right, Flor Sanos is a second generation Phil-Am. He was born and raised in Chicago.
Oh,
And 2017 graduate of the GES, is that pronounced as GES?
Yes, GIS po.
Yes, College of Business of the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. And he previously worked for the Teach for America. Was he a teacher, Dan?
Used to be on the administrative side po.
Okay.
Opo, tapos nagturo din ako sa Malaysia noon.
Okay. Wow, you've been around, man.
Yeah, trying.
You left somebody who was crying when you were boarding your plane.
Nakakatawa naman kayo.
Anyway, which one you call home? Is that LA or Las Vegas?
Well, right now I travel all around the country to promote Sunwave, so it's really hard to pick one place. Technically, I still live in Vegas by residency, but I'm always on the road, so I don't really have like a permanent place right now. I just have like my family, friends, who are in Vegas. But yeah, like I've really been focusing on Southern California kasi alam naman natin ang daming mga Pinoy dito sa San Diego.
Oh, yeah, we have 200,000. We have 200,000 and rising. Alam mo naman, very productive.
20,000 lang ba sa San Diego?
200,000.
Oh, 200,000.
200,000.
Yeah.
That was when I was active in the Filipino-American organization.
Mas marami pa ngayon.
Mas marami siguro ngayon. Marami rin namatay during the pandemic, Nabawasan ng konti. Yung mga 80s and above. My family side, we lost probably about 8. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And Dan brought the Zenwave, and maybe I think we can go start. Tell us more about Zenwave. I've been reading up on it, and that's very interesting. What caught my eye was the no fees.
No fees.
Because I've been using, I don't know if I can tell the name of your competitor here, Remitly.
Go ahead. Yeah.
they charge. Anyway, I think I posted my picture. I don't know if you saw my picture, Flor. Yung picture ko kasama meron ng Sendwave, meron akong account. See?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, Dan, go ahead. Tell us more about Sendwave.
Yeah, thank you, Kuya Eddie. So as I said, hindi po kami bago to the remittance business. Nag-umpisa po kami sa 2014. We were founded by 2 American engineers from Brown University who experienced firsthand how difficult and burdensome it could be to send money. Kasi nagpapadala sila noon sa organization nila sa Africa. And then nakita nila, like, grabe, like ang mahal, hintay ka pa in line, kung ano-ano pang kailangan mong gawin.
Western Union is
naggawa silang, naggawa silang, yun nga ang gamit nila noon. Naggawa po silang app. Kasi alam nyo naman sa technology na yun, you don't actually need to go to the store to send money. You can do everything on your phone and make it easier. And that's when they developed this vision for SendWave, this app that could make sending money as easy and as affordable as sending a text message. And then at first, alam namin na there's a lot of options for sending money in the Philippines. You know, it's one of the most competitive remittance markets in the world, and rightfully so, right? Like our OFWs, our Filipinos, they work so hard to send money back to their loved ones. Pero yung nakita namin, yung mga current providers, they're actually overcharging our community. So yung nakita namin, it's high fees, it's low exchange rates, it's long wait times. And we thought that we could provide the best product, especially for people who want to send $200, $300, $500 every paycheck that never have to pay a fee. So doon kami po pumasok sa market last year, especially during COVID kasi, you know, alam mo naman, like people didn't want to leave the house. In the Philippines din, we know how strict the lockdowns were. People didn't want to go to cash pickup. They wanted more options. They wanted to receive money in GCash and in their bank accounts. So that's when we entered back in August of 2021. And since then, we've continued to grow, and the feedback about the product has been great. Obviously, alam mo naman yung mga Pinoy, pag narinig nilang walang bayad, you know, they'll jump right at it.
Hindi lang Pinoy. I mean, everyone though.
Yeah, exactly.
No, pero I mean, alam mo naman yun na pag sinabi Pinoy, pag libre. Okay, so how do you recoup the expenses, if I may ask?
So it's a very common question. Kumikita kami sa palitan, but yun ang hindi alam ng mga Pinoy. Yung mga ibang companies, yung mga competitors namin, not only do they charge a fee, they also make on the exchange rate.
Yeah.
Whereas our company, yung kita namin sa palitan, that's enough to sustain our business.
Yeah.
And we're able to minimize overhead costs kasi wala naman kaming mga offices and agents, yung mga ganun na Western Union has to pay for all of that, right? Like with SendWave, you don't have to pay for that. It's all an app. So we're able to pass the savings to our users.
Yung pera, I mean, pag nagpadala, yung marami, I mean, nasa bangko, yun lang ang, yung kita nyo sa bangko, yun ang ano nyo.
Yun kita po, opo, sa palitan.
Yeah.
Meron ba maximum na may papadala? Halimbawa, nanalo ko sa loto bukas, ano? I want to send 5 million.
Yes.
So
because of
let's sabihin natin yung 100,000. Masyado yatang exaggerated. 100,000. That's millions na yun sa Philippine exchange.
Exactly. Kaya meron actually fraud and compliance regulations that we need to abide by as a registered money transfer provider. So to start, hindi ka pwede to send more than $999 per day. So I got $2,999 per month. So umpisa, there are ways to increase those limits once you've used the product a lot, and if you provide additional verification. Pero to start, that is the most amount of money you can send.
Okay, so
because they think you're doing some money laundering.
Exactly, and like it's true, it happens. You know, that's why we want to be very safe. We want to keep our users' money safe and secure, and we want to do all of our due diligence to ensure that people trust our product. Like we wouldn't be entering this market if we feel like we couldn't provide a reliable transfer service. You know.
What's your, I don't know if it can be called liability. Say something happened and the customer lost the the money during the transaction.
Yeah, we actually have criminal liability. Like if we don't provide for the transfers, if we don't refund the money, like we would be liable under the courts. And that's why, you know, it's a guaranteed money transfer service. We're registered under FinCEN, which is under the U.S. Department of Treasury. So that way, anytime like you send money, you know, and it's let's say you put in the wrong name or you put in the wrong account number, like that information, you know, or that transfer is protected. So you can get your money back if there are instances like that. It's just a process, right? You know, usually it takes a few days. If you have an issue like that, you just run it by your support team, which is 24/7. And then we work with you to ensure that you get your money back. So It's definitely something that we take very seriously. And the fact of the matter is we have over 800,000 users, and
Uh-huh.
we'll continue to love and
Wow.
really rate our product highly. It's like a 4.6 rating in the App Store and
Whoa.
Trustpilot. So, people are coming back for a reason. It's because their transfers are guaranteed, and it's secure and it's easy to use.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that people will be real happy, considering what they are hearing from us right now.
What
Okay,
about hang on.
go ahead.
Mhm.
What about the banks in the Philippines? I mean, do they have to go to a certain bank, or like they need to go to PNB to get their money, or they just go to their own bank?
So there are actually over 30 major banks that we work with in the Philippines that you can send to. PNB, BDO, they're all on there, the major banks, and then even
Mhm.
smaller banks like Security Bank, Robinsons. It's all in the app. Once you reach that section where you're putting in your recipient's info, you
Mhm.
just select the bank and then you put in the account number, and then people receive the money right on their bank account. For cash pickup, it's a little different. You wouldn't be able to pick up at a Western Union cash pickup location in the Philippines.
You won't.
Kailangan gamitin niyo po yung Palawan Pawn Shop, M. Lohier, LBC, Metro Bank. Maraming options naman din, but they receive the options via text message. Kaya pag nagpapadala ka to cash pickup, you have to put in your recipient's phone number para makuha nila yung options and the voucher code.
Okay, how does this President Biden came up with this $600 that have to be reported every transaction? How did it affect, or is it affecting your customer base being scared and to send like $600 to be reported? Are you guys doing it, or the bank that handling the transfer is doing it?
Yeah, so to be quite frank, I remember reading about that policy change and how it affected money transfers like Venmo. But for us, it really hasn't affected our business. I'm not sure if the specific policy is because it's something that applies to like domestic transfers. But there is already like reporting requirements on our end that are different as like an international money transfer provider. So, past a certain amount of money, like people were already reporting. So I don't necessarily know if the $600 threshold, the policy change impacted us. I know for my team, like it was not something that was discussed. So, it was just like continue on with the business as usual,
We have Russian oligarchs that are being sanctioned. Probably they want to kind of transfer certain amount. You have anything to say? Your Sunwave has anything to say about the sanction?
Yeah, so we did not make a statement in regards to any of the things that were going on. Obviously, like we wanted to support our team members who are in Eastern Europe and who had been impacted by things like that. But, we didn't come out, and I know some of our other providers or our competitors, they like stopped, remittances to places like Russia. We already don't send to Russia, and so we were not impacted. But the only places that we're active in right now are the US, UK, Spain, Ireland, Italy, Belgium, and France. And then we send to Asia, Africa, Latin America, and the Caribbean. So it did not affect our money transfer business.
Very interesting. If ever that you will be sent on assignment to country, specifically Thailand, I would like to go with you. Thailand is
Yeah, we sent to Thailand. I wasn't on that market, but my colleague was managing it.
Yeah.
The high growth opportunity right now is definitely the Philippines. I think our
Yeah.
product in the Philippines is the best in the market. It's the most affordable, and for most transfers, like especially up to 1,000. So that's where we're really prioritizing our resources, because we know it can make a difference in the lives of OFWs and our kababayans, across the country.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, okay. The mechanics of using the Zenwave. You send okay, they sign up, right? When they sign up, they
Mhm.
go to the app. It's either an Android or the iPhone, and it's kind of spelled out in my email to you. I asked for like a step-by-step procedure, but I look it up and it looks like there's like a step-by-step procedure already in the system. So uh, it's like, how do we use Sendwave? All you have to do is download the app from their App Store or Google Play. It's the yellow one with the penguin. All right, how did they come up with the penguin? What is the resemblance, the significance of using the penguin?
Yeah, I wish I had a very creative answer for you, but the founders just liked penguins. They thought it was something that could
They,
represent the
they, they, they,
brand.
they walk funny, you know.
I wish there was a story like, so, I was talking to a lot of like Filipino marketing experts. They're like, there's so many ways you can tie the penguin into the bayanihan spirit. Penguins, work in flocks and they work together and they look out for each other. But then I told them the founders just liked penguins. Like they thought it was cute. They
just
thought it was like
it as a
something
product.
that was memorable. I mean, it's more memorable than the other remittance company logos. So I think we just sort of ran with it and it stuck. And now the Filipino community, gustong-gusto nila po yung penguin.
I know because the shirt with a penguin design on it, a logo. I can't remember the name of the brand. The shirt.
I think it's penguin actually.
Yeah, penguin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tapos gusto pa ng mga Pinoy yun kasi Sendwave. So parang naggagawa silang sayaw na Sendwave. So Sendwave mo ako ng pera.
I think we can do that. I'd like to open up my show, like when a commercial. Maybe one of these days we can do a commercial, with a Sunwave with a humorous side on it, All right, guys, listeners, there's really a step-by-step procedure on how to work this thing, and it's easy. Okay, so all right, now I send the money, and you already discussed that the recipient is notified, like in the Philippines. Hey, you got $1,000 here, and, like it's a bank. Your recipient can receive the money in their GCash account or very popular. I'm not familiar with GCash. Are you familiar with the GCash, Dan?
Yeah, I'm happy to explain it for everyone. So in the Philippines over the past few years, GCash has become very popular. Yun pinsan ko, ginagamit niya yung GCash to pay for bills, to pay for groceries. So they don't have to carry around cash and they don't have to carry around debit cards. GCash just lives on your phone. It's a mobile wallet and it holds up to $1,000, 50,000 pesos at a time. So what's become very popular is for people to just send each other money via GCash. Kasi it's easier, right? Like you don't have to go to
parang
banks.
Venmo.
Parang ganon po. Or Apple Pay, yung mga ganon. So in 2019, GCash actually opened the door to receive remittance, to receive money from abroad. So that's another reason why we entered the market. Kasi Sendwave actually got started sending to mobile wallets in Africa and other parts of the world. So we want to make that even more commonly known for the Philippines. Kasi in actuality, it's one of the easiest ways to send. Kasi yung recipient mo, and then nalalabas ng bahay, the money is sometimes there in seconds. It's so fast, faster than bank transfers. And then they don't have to withdraw the cash. They don't have to use their debit card. They can just use the money right then and there. It's a GCash nila. So we really try to encourage it. Opo, matagal na global may-ari.
Hindi na-hack ng maraming hackers na very smart, very,
I mean, parang ganun naman kahit anong internet site gamitin mo, di ba? Like there's a level of risk, but as long as you're taking the proper precautions, you're not sharing your passwords, you're not clicking on links you don't know, everything's going to be fine. Like it's $1 billion, even more multi-billion-dollar company in GCash, just like us. So that's one of the things we like to tell people, like you want to take your precautions. there are teams that are working around the clock to keep your money safe via digital transfers. And you're often notified, right away as soon as there's something that's up or there might be something that's compromised. So that's why it's the most popular thing to use right now
GCash.
talaga especially in mga kabataan sa
Yeah.
Philippines.
Parang Instagram,
Yeah, they really
popular
like
with the
GCash.
younger ones. Kasi
Mhm.
yung aking anak, sinabi ko, hey, I'm still on Facebook. And they started laughing. I said, what's funny?
Why?
No, we don't use
Facebook
anymore.
Instagram.
The young ones are,
Yeah.
I think the millennials are in Instagram.
Kaya madalas kami mag-promote sa Facebook kasi yung mga matanda pa rin ang nagpapadala.
Hey!
Yung mga kabataan, yung mga kaedad ko, hindi naman nagpapadala. Kaya sinubukan namin sa Instagram, wala
Yeah,
naman.
they keep the money. They keep the money because they say, hey, I work for this thing. I'll spend out on myself. Pero yung matatanda, I mean, may mga edad na established na, they want to share.
Mhm. And saka mas connected sa Philippines, diba? Like,
Yeah.
yun iba dito, yun pala ka dito, like wala nang mga kamag-anak,
Yeah.
that they're close to. Whereas in 45 and above, what I've found is like they're still very connected, mga kaibigan, cousins, baka lover, diba? Like kung ano pa. So that's why I like to say like, hindi yung kaedad ko.
How old are you,
nagpapadala.
Dan? How
I'm
old are you?
27.
He's
Oh,
27.
and you're born here, right?
Mhm.
It's a good thing you can speak Tagalog.
Yeah, I learned from my grandparents. Tapos nag-practice ako to prepare for this job. So
It's pretty good.
yeah,
Really good.
medyo slang, pero at
It's
least I have a good
okay.
vocab.
Mhm. Okay, frequently asked questions. All right. Are we okay? Are we okay, Dan? Am I hitting you with too much questions?
No, you're good to go. Keep them coming.
Sendwave is licensed across the United States and regulated by Finance Center. Who are
FinCEN
this
po.
guy?
Apo,
FinCEN.
yun ang sinasabi ko yun sa US Department of Treasury. It's the operating body that governs all money transfer providers for remittance.
Parang clearinghouse, ACH, parang ganon. Oh, okay. Sendwave is also licensed in Europe and the UK, regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority, FCA. How about Saudi and the UAE? Have you guys penetrated that market?
Wala pa
Marami rin
po.
Pilipino ron eh.
It's a very highly requested market, pero we hadn't done business there before, and it's one of those things where it takes time to get registered, diba? But hopefully soon, like if we're able to get a lot of growth here, so US and Europe, maybe we'll be able to expand there in the future.
Maybe we could connect you to.
If we can take us to that, and we'll introduce you to a Filipino who is regarded in the high up. Is a CEO of one of the
Wow.
chemical
We could-
engineering firm.
We can get you connected to them.
I want to introduce him personally. It's different.
Gusto mo pumunta ng US. Ay, nako.
I-write up lang naman niya sa business expense, Let me know, Dan, you're ready to take me on that. I'll introduce you to that. I mean, she's a Filipina. She's really up there,
First Filipino woman CEO of UAE.
Wow, what's her name?
She's married to a prince. She's married. You can look it up. Her name is Mary Jane Alvero.
Wow.
Yep.
A heavily secured platform using the standard for anything and all data is encoded and 128-bit encryption. Okay, that's good. WordPay and checkout. Okay, well, thanks. It's a good thing that we got you to share your technology with us, with Radio Filipino America. And
meron na ba silang commercials sa TFC? Parang nakita ko na yun.
Yes,
Do you?
meron na po. We had one over the holidays. Tapos actually kakalabas lang yesterday yung commercial namin with Rufa May Quinto. Nakakatawa po. It's called Switch to Sendwave. Tapos
I think
parang
I saw
nagra-rap siya.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Mhm.
But
Madalas
it
kong
was
makita,
GMA, I think.
madalas kong makita yung remitly, mayroon pa isa, world remit, yeah,
Mhm.
world remit, you know. Well, we promise you that you will get our wholehearted support on this thing, considering that you came down here and talked to us and convinced us, and of course, it's nice to have.
Yeah, I'm thinking of spending
Okay,
more
Gwen.
time there talaga sa National City kasi ang daming concentration ng Pinoy dyan. Like sa LA, it's a little scattered. It's hard to navigate, diba? Like it's very
And the
far. Traffic's bad, but San Diego, like I think there's a lot we can do there. It's a national city. So
Okay, let's see how this thing turned out.
You know what? June 12 is coming up,
mhm.
and every June 12, every year, at Balboa Park, they have this Filipino raising of the Filipino flag. Maybe you could. There's a lot of people that goes there. Maybe you can go there and we can introduce you to people.
It's just too short of a notice. Maybe next year you can put up a booth in
Yeah, definitely let us know.
I'll contact the planning commission,
O yung
and then I'll
June 12
get
di
you
sa
in
ano,
touch.
no?
Yeah, it's like Dita's,
Yeah, talk to
UCBG.
Ditas,
Yeah.
but we haven't been able to meet in person yet. I know she's very busy. But yeah, for October and the holidays, definitely let us know because we want to support. We want to like spread the word there. It's a national city, so San Diego. So yeah, there'll be plenty of opportunities for collaboration. June 12th this year, I'll actually be in the Philippines, so to promote and to meet with some of our partners. So
2014, Radio Filipino America is in a planning stage right now. 2014 to do like an award, worldwide award to outstanding achievers, in various segments of the like science and academia and various parts of that where Filipinos excel. Maybe we could get Sendwave to kind of be a sponsor for that. We'll be sending you an invite and look at it as something you can support. And we will send the invitation to achievers worldwide, and we're gonna invite Albero also, that CEO that we were talking about.
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. What else? I'm looking at your. Where did I put that? You have another question there?
I'm reading.
Yeah, he can only be with us not too long, so we're trying to compress. Airbnb.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
we're one of the
how
top
did
startups.
Airbnb and Dropbox come into play?
So sinasabi ko po na we're funded by some of the same people who funded Airbnb, Dropbox, PayPal. There's a lot of people who believe in this idea of sending money fee-free. So we were actually listed as one of Y Combinator's top 100 startups. So we're backed by world-class investors, people who really want to give back and see our mission come to life. So.
Okay, last segment of our conversation is I want to touch on signing up, and then they can also make money. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about that. I mean, you've already said, Kuya, like you just have to download the Sendwave apps, the App Store, Google Play Store, your yellow app with the penguin. And then from there, you put in all of your information. And then we're actually giving away some free credit to try it because of our partnership with Radio Filipino. So all you have to do is put in the promo code Radio, RADYO, or Kuya Ed works as well too. And then you get free $10 to send. So definitely give it a try. So you could.
I don't get that $10 though. It goes to the recipient.
It goes to the recipient. Yeah. So you have to pay at least $1 to take advantage of it. So let's say you send $1, your recipient gets $11. Or you send $10, your recipient gets $20.
In pesos, not in dollars.
No, in dollars.
Oh, in dollars. In the
Yeah,
Philippines.
so like 500 pesos na madagdag.
Okay. Well, I have something to send, I think, next month. So I'll definitely use that and give them that extra $10. You heard that? Floor is connected to a very big Filipino organization here. They call this Salinas
wow.
Association. And, just like any Filipino association, if if the entity does well, the word goes around.
Well, yeah.
And everybody picks up on that. And next thing, we call that kuyog-kuyog. I don't know if you came across that term. Gaya-gaya, kuyog-kuyog. Hey, why don't we use this? These guys are good. And you get the $10 credit going to the recipient. And that's a good come on,
I could mention it to them.
Yeah, we would love to. Like, definitely let us know if they have an event or if I need to join a meeting. It sounds like exactly the type of organization we would want to work with.
Yeah. Well, there's about 120 or so, I think 200 now, organization. For some reason, San Diego, they like to put up somebody parts and they make an association out of it.
That happens everywhere. That's part of the Filipino community I've learned from this job. So
Yeah, birds of the same feather flock together.
Yeah.
Just like we are in the organization of the beautiful looking people.
Oh yeah, guapo.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. How would I word this question? That's like what you did to me. You put my name like Kuya Ed, so that they can get the credit, my recipient. How do I assign somebody to get the same thing? Is that something I can do or what?
Yeah, you can just reach out to me if there's someone else who wants a code or a different organization, and then we can activate it, and we'll credit it to you. But everybody, wins, right? Like what we do there is we share some of our revenue when we have new users, we share it with the organization or the ambassadors. So it's a great opportunity for us to give back to the Filipino community.
Is that what you call the signing up, like ambassador? Am I considered an ambassador?
Yeah, it's like affiliate marketing technically, but you're an ambassador of Sunwave, right, with a code. And
okay, so I can get a license plate on my car says ambassador.
That's funny.
Hey,
is funny.
Floor, this is a good deal. You gotta listen to this thing and absorb everything. Tell your people about this thing.
Yeah, you can make some money or fundraise. Like we've had an organization like in Chicago. They got like 200 users, so we were able to like fundraise for them because of that.
Oh,
that's awesome.
What's the deal?
I mean,
how can you raise funds?
So it's just a certain amount that we are able to give to the organization. I don't want to disclose it on air.
Okay.
I understand.
What you do?
Yeah, we pay like part of what we earn, right, from the transfer to the organization.
Okay.
So it's just like
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, definitely. We need more people there in National City, right? Kuya,
plus, I need your phone number.
Doing great work.
Yeah, the office already kind of want to sign up under me, but
who's that?
My phone. I'm prior military, so my ringtone is military. Oh man, this is really a good deal here. We're lucky that we came across you. So I'm sure there will be more questions as we go along. You have another interview. When you want to do it? Next month? Next week?
Yeah, maybe
you asked for a couple. You asked for a couple of interviews. Okay.
Yeah, I know we still need to get you like a radio ad recorded too.
Yeah.
Because,
I want to do that with you.
Like I said, we have a commercial with Rufa May, pero if they're not seeing it, right, like it's not gonna make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, when you get ready.
Sama kami. Sama ako.
Yeah.
Sama ako doon.
Yeah.
We can record it next time I'm there.
Okay. All right. So or
maybe you can record it. I'll just give you the script so we can promote the Kuya Ed promo
Okay,
code in.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's a good
I
idea.
have a doodly app that I work with. Like at least a caricature and like an animation. I'm working on it. I'm trying to convince the attorney to put it into place. I don't know. Attorney is if he's listening, attorney, I'm interviewing Dan right now. So if you're listening, we're getting some good points here. All right. So, is there anything else that you wanna, besides the commercial, that you and I will work with as soon as you get it? The Google. There's something that on the YouTube. Tell us what you have there on the YouTube.
Oh, the one I sent you?
I did not watch it. I just saw the link, but I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, let me actually see if I can play it. I think it actually works. Give me a sec. Oh, here we go. I think I can actually play it.
Okay.
So here we go. This is our commercial. It just came out yesterday via TFC.
Okay.
So you're some of the first people to view it. Wait, let me make sure that I shared the audio as well. Oh, shoot. Still figuring out Zoom after all these years.
Yeah, I know. That's why I've been trying to kind of get it in the Zoom because their compression rate is different on what I use. So
Do you guys see it?
It blurry.
there, I
Oh,
see
there
it.
you go.
Oh, there we go.
Whoop.
I need to drop. It's kind of pixelized.
Wala naman
but
akong
yeah.
choice. Go, 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 kababayan! Todo na to!
Ah.
Friend, anong meron? Magpapadala ng pera kay mama. Haba ng pila. Eto, oh. Mag-sendwave ka na. Fast, secure, daming payout options pa. No lines, no fees, no hassle, diba? Switch to Sendwave na. Break it down, yo!
Whoa.
Wow, that's good. That's the about
Dito ulit? Iba to. Masarap daw ang pizza dito.
in a pizza place.
Fighting's
and
not that
all
easy,
dressed and-
but Grammarly.
And then I'll just show the product video quickly too, so people can see what it looks like.
Mm.
Okay.
Kumusta po kayo? Ganitong magpadala ng pera sa Pilipinas through Sendwave. Mataas na ang exchange rates, wala pang service fees.
Mataas ang exchange
I-enter
rate na
lamang
to
ang iyong
compared to
pangalan,
Remitly.
email address, cellphone number, at gumawa ng password. I-verify ang iyong account gamit ang code na itinext or email sa iyo. I-click ang person icon na nasa itaas bandang kanan at i-enter ang promo code para sa libreng credit na pwedeng gamitin sa iyong unang padala. I-enter ang pangalan ng iyong recipient upang mai-register ito. Pumili kung paano mo gustong matanggap ang perang ipapadala. Pwedeng via GCash. Siguraduhin lamang na fully verified ang GCash account at hindi pa umaabot sa maximum limit. Pwede ring cash pickup. Makakakuha ang recipient ng text message na may voucher code para maklaim sa Cebuana, Palawan Pawn Shop, M.
Video.
Luwilier at iba pa. At syempre, pwede ring sa major banks gaya ng Metro Bank, BDO at PNB. Ilagay ang city o address ng iyong recipient at isave. I-click ang send at ilagay ang amount na ipapadala. Idagdag ang iyong debit card information, zip code at billing address. Maaaring kailanganing i-verify ang iyong identification. Kaya ihanda agad ang picture ng iyong ID para ma-upload sa Sendwave app. Siguraduhin lamang na ang iyong ID ay mula sa iyong bansa. I-click ang submit at i-confirm ang iyong transaction. Ilang minuto lamang ay matatanggap na ang iyong padalang pera kung GCash o 1 hanggang 5 oras naman sa bank account. O subukan nyo na! I-download mo na ang Sendwave app ngayon.
This is good. Ito yung nasa YouTube.
Yes, and then I just have version 2, yung commercial ni Rufa May, para so people can see both.
Yeah. Sa GFA ko ata nakita.
Ang question ko lang, the entire yung personally identifiable PII
Yeah.
na tawag nila is ilalagay mo doon. Hindi natin alam kung saan pupunta yung information na yun. Anong safeguard na para maprotektahan yun? Kaya nung credit card number, yung code.
Apo, yun ang
Dahan-dahan
sinasabi
lang.
namin na 256-bit encryption. Actually, when I shared that with you, it was 128. In the past couple weeks, we upgraded to 256. So it really is the industry standard. Kasi when you put in information like your debit card info, personal information, all of the data is encoded. So parang nagiging numbers, and it's very, very difficult for someone to hack. So that's why we like to say, it's just like using Remitly, just like using Zoom. We take the same safeguards. If anything, we're even more cautious with people's money. And that's why we ask for information to verify that it's you sending. We have two-factor authorization din. Or authentication, which means that when you sign up for the first time, you actually have to verify that it's you with the phone number or the email that you're using. So
My comment ako. For us, old folks, hindi ba masyadong maraming steps yon para makapag lang ng account?
So it's the first time, right? Most people maninibago. If you're familiar with digital remittance na, it's just like any other. And I think ours is actually the easiest.
Really?
But once you do it once, sanay ka na. Kasi all of the information, nalagay mo na, the recipients can actually be saved, so you can just click them like you're sending a text. And then from there, you don't have to go through that same identification process again. So I know the first time it's like a learning curve, it might take you a few minutes. That's why I'm here to help people who have questions about signing up. But then once you've done it once, it's very straightforward. Like I said, it's like sending a text message. So
Okay, maybe what we can do, especially the old folks are scared to use the computers, So maybe next time we're gonna have a group of people, and I'm talking extreme, okay, like teaching a grade school people, and then here comes Dan, and just like what you did in on the video clip, step by step, and we're gonna pull out the phones is what you're gonna do. I don't know. Maybe
that's definitely what it takes. Yeah. And then once you've learned, it's easy. Tapos yun iba, they have their kids do it for them, which is also an option.
Yeah, ang problema naman kasi doon, sometimes we have the kids that, grandpa's got 100,000 in his account. And then next thing you know, I'm not trying to accuse anybody, but it happens.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very
I've seen
tempting. I've seen that. I've heard of a nursing care personnel that there's a dying patient, and then she emptied the bank account, and it took a while before she got caught. Things like that. So I'm not saying people are bad, but it's very tempting.
I mean, usually the people who have their kids do it, they live with their kids, or they see them all the time. So maybe not for everyone, but for
maybe
some people
it
could help.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay,
so this is version 2 lang.
Yeah.
We just wanted to show
that's
the
fine,
other
that's
version.
fine. That's fine.
So ito yung commercial namin with Rufa May Quinto.
Yes! Friend, anong meron?
Kailangan magpadala ng pera kay Mrs. ngayon.
As in now na?
As in!
Tingin nga.
Hoy!
Eto, mag-Sendwave ka na. Fast, secure, daming payout options pa. No lines, no fees, no hassle, diba?
Sendwave na!
Break it down, yo!
Babayaran mo ba ito cellphone ko?
Isi-sendwave ko na lang kay Mrs.
It's
Oh,
cute.
well.
Yeah, over the holidays, we had a very heart-wrenching commercial. It was like a nurse and a veterinarian. So for this one, we wanted to do something that was a little more funny,
Yeah.
lighthearted. I know Filipinos, they like to cry, but they also like to laugh.
Yeah.
Medyo na-overdone lang yung attire.
Oh, yun,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
well,
Rufa May. Yeah.
that's her, yeah.
Yeah.
Rupa May. Okay, well, we'll see you in 2 weeks or whenever that you wanna get together. Just shoot me an email.
Sounds
You have
great.
anything for Flor? You have anything?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dan,
final
it was,
reminder lang, download nyo na po yung Sendwave app, use the promo code RADYO or Kuya Ed, and meron na po kayong free $10 padala, always no fees, always high exchange rates, reliable, secure, and your transfers are there in minutes via GCash or cash pickup, or typically 1 to 5 hours for bank transfers. So mag-switch na po kayo sa Sendwave, subukan nyo na po. Salamat.
all right. That's Dan Santos, ang ating energetic market launcher ng Sunwave. And thank you for your time, Dan.
Thank you
We'll
po.
see you again next time.
We'll see you
All right?
soon.
Okay.
All right, talk to
Thank
you later.
Bye-bye.
Ingat.
Ingat din. All right. Okay. Good. That was a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Pag-usapan natin yung eleksyon bago tayo maghiwa-hiwalay. Mga 15 minutes siguro. We'll quit at 7:15.
Meron pa kayong
So what do you
pagbabago
think?
ang Pilipinas? Meron pa kayong pagbabago ang Pilipinas?
Hindi natin alam. I mean, we're gonna give them the benefit of doubt sa ano pa magagawa natin. Andun na yun eh. So, meron mang mga aberya. Ang nakakapagtalak ka naman taga, yung aberya, pag umaabante si Lenny, nagkakaroon ng aberya ang machine. So,
Ganon? Hindi ko talaga?
yeah. Kasi na-hold siya sa, anong oras ba sabi ni Kwan, alas 11 yata. She was stuck at 14 million.
Oo nga.
Ang umaabante na lang ng umaabante. Ibig sabihin, wala na bang ibang bumoto sa kanya? Kaya, ayun na naman ang, yun ang point.
Nag-concede na ba siya?
Sabi nga nila, ha?
Nag-concede na.
Hindi ko alam, hindi ko na disappointed ako kaya anything about that kasi yung attitude naman na pinili mo yan, you hard in there, parang ganun na ngayon.
Manigas ka dyan.
Oo, kasi yung boto mo ng 6 years now is equivalent to 400 pesos. Oh my God, talaga namang nakaka-boil ng
Talaga.
dugo.
Sinabi mo, pero mo yung boto mo, ibebenta mo ng, ang nakita ko 500 pesos.
Dalawang 200 na naka-clip na.
Pero mo yun, napaka.
Dati nga 1,000 eh. Kakala ko mga 10,000 na. Baka 1,000 nga, pero sinequester naman ng mga anak nasa barangay. Alam mo, may filter eh, di ba? Ibig sabihin, magmula ron sa taas na nagdi-distribute, bigyan mo ng tig 100,000 yung mga yan, bawat barangay.
Pero di ba bawal nga yun?
Nako. Yung mismong Comelec nga ang nagsabing hindi dinisqualify eh. Di ba dapat pag mayroong kaso, disqualify yun ang batas eh.
Yeah, from the beginning.
Hindi nila dinisqualify. Kaya
Bakit nga ba ganun? Bakit nga ganun hindi nila disqualify?
Kaya hindi pa raw nadidesisyonan, hindi pa na-adjudicated, exact words. Ibig sabihin, hintay mo kung
yung si BBM at saka si Sara, pareho ng percentage, ano?
Exactly.
Yeah. Bakit? Paano yun?
Meron na nga kasi kung titignan mo yung sistema, yung pera naka-staple, pati yung balot na kukopyahin na lang. Kaya siyempre, yun na lang ang yun na lang susundin ng mga tao, naka-fill up na eh. Siyempre, saka yung name recognition, hindi yata recognize ang Robredo, mas recognize ang Marcos.
At saka
And I think dito kasi a week before meron ako nabasa ang CIA na nagsasabi na lalabas ito si ano sabihin may idea na sila.
yeah.
Dati nga the junior Marcos is now poised, exact words is now poised to take over the country. So ang headline ngayon, Marcos returns to power. Ayun.
Wag lang sana niyang gayahin yung yung mga negative.
Hindi naman yun ang yung mga nakatagong bilyones nga.
Yun. Yun nga.
Ang lalabas.
Nasa power naman na sila.
Kaya
Kaya lalabas na yun.
Lalabas na yun. Kaya sabi nga, kailangan manalo ka hook by crook. You have to win.
Yeah.
Talagang sabi nga nung apo ko, saan ka nakakita ng kandidato na hindi nag-join ng debate o ano?
Debate.
Kako rito nga sa Amerika nasa basement lang nanalo Oh, di ba? Nasa basement lang
Sino
yung
yun?
matanda Yung matanda nasa basement biglang nanalo. Tapos ngayon lahat ng mga speech niya talaga naman nakakasuka, nakakairita. Hindi niya naman yung cognitive decay. Yung araw-araw nakikita mong iba
Going
na,
downhill.
Iba na, yeah.
Going downhill.
Ba't hindi pa nila sino ipapalit mo? Yung vice president?
Yeah. Mas lalo na mga yun.
Ang succession talagang messed up Tignan mo Biden, Harris, Pelosi.
Diyos ko. Pero mas mabuti pa ata si Pelosi. I mean, at least.
Ano? Mario.
Di ba may nagagawa naman yun?
Anong nagagawa niya? Kaya ang hope na lang natin, manalo ang mga Republican, mapalitan ng Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
Pag pumasok si McCarthy, ayun, pwede na silang mag-25th Amendment. Yeah, 7 o'clock. We're gonna call it quits there, guys. So we just wanted to bring Sendwave into the attention of most people. I think it's a very effective app. And I looked it up, and highest exchange rate nila. Nagbabayad ang limit ng 49-1 Sila nasa 502-1 Oh my goodness, kakompa. Okay to 50.20 sa kanila.
Yeah? Wow.
Kaya mataas ang exchange rate. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anong isusunod natin next week? Pag-usaan pang...
Hopefully, ma-contact ko si yung...
hindi, kung hindi, wag natin kung backup plan. We gotta have a backup plan. Para kung hindi nag-workout, wala na tayo. Nakanganga tayo.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna follow up kasi sinan ko sa kanya.
Yeah.
Tapos isang follow up kung ayaw.
Mo kaya, i-zoom natin remote si Mary Jane. Gusto ko siyang i-zoom remote. Meron ka bang
we can ask. I can ask.
Yeah. Kasi mother ka niya, nanay ka niya. Why don't you ask? I think lalo na ngayon, katatapos niya makakuha ng award na ganda ng award niya. Ano naman ito?
Tsaka, yung sinasabi ko nga sa'yo na yung DJ dito sa San Diego, I'm gonna try to contact him also. So, paano niya na-break, paano siya nagpapunta doon? Yun ang doon. Kasi,
hindi lang naman siya. Yung anak ni Iner din nasa...
DJ din?
Z90 Kanya rin. Yeah.
Pero ibig sabihin, mahirap pasukin yun.
And then, magagaling yung mga bata. They can do it. Yung nga lang, they don't like the pay. Kasi alam mo naman, they don't get paid that much being a DJ. Pero maraming perks. Lahat ng bagong labas ng music pinapadala sa iyo just to play it in your station. Kaya yung collection ni Iner ng mga Sa mga CD, tsaka mga vinyl pa noon eh. Dami. Sa akin na yung mga ayaw mukha ko. Gamitin ko sa wedding. Nagsushoot ako ng mga wedding. Kaya nagtataka yung mga customer. Bago ito. Hindi pa lumalabas ito sa market. Paano ka nagkaroon ng ganito? Meron akong kaibigan sa radio station. Yeah, okay. So Albero is a backup plan. Tapos, ito kung hindi ko makontak si Costello matagal na sinasabi ni Atty.
Yung Anthony
Si
Costello.
Anthony Costello, yeah. Tapos Jackie, nagsabi niya, ba't din natin gawin uli yung ano ba yung kanilang kuha ni OG? Diba? Itong ko sa mga artista. Boss, parang ganun. Mahirap kung wala kang kakilalang mga artista, sila maraming kakilala kaya lagi silang mayroong guest.
Pero pagka hindi madali din naman na yung nagpe-press conference. Yun, pwede ka namang doon
Marami kang kalaban doon pag press conference. Hindi katulad nung sila they squeeze in. Gaya ng halimbawa kung sino man yun, give me about 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your time. Saka yung tagline, ito po si somebody, ito po si Ed Sarmiento, makinig sa Radyo Pilipino Amerika. Yung tagline na yun. Yun ang trademark ni OG. Marami siya nakuha mga artista na nagsalita ng Kaya si Regino, si April Boy, bago namatay, ang ganda nung tagline niya idol.
Sige na.
Sige na. Okay, ito po si DJ Kuya Eddie. Papaalam na and we'll see you again next week. And nawala na yung music. Paano ba ito?
Ito naman si Ate Flor Viloria na namamaalam sa inyo. Salamat po sa pakikinig again and see you next week. Same day, same time.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good night, everyone.
Bye.